Apple reportedly working on an AI wearable pin. The Information. Great domain, by the way. Great snag. Theinformation.com. Fantastic work with that, you guys. The Information reports that Apple is working on an AI-powered wearable pin. The pin's tech features are speculated to be many, packed with 2 cameras, including a standard and wide-angle lens, 3 microphones, a speaker, and a physical button. Its shell is rumored, because this is all
rumors,
functionally pure speculation at this point.
Yeah.
Its shell is rumored to be aluminum and glass with a magnetic inductive charger like the Apple Watch, and the target size is apparently a little thicker than an AirTag with about the same circumference. Can I interrupt myself for one moment here? Yes, sure, no problem, Linus. Go ahead. Thank you. I would like to point out that if Apple does go ahead and make this out of metal, aluminum is a light metal, but it's metal, and glass, which is rocks. Thank you for that. Yes, let's flash our...
No, the AI pin,
what are you trying to,
AI pin.
What are you trying to show the people out there?
You're very deep. You're really sending it on that one.
I mean, is it any deeper than I usually go?
Yeah.
Well, they have these great ads on these fantastic websites about, improving your ability to... You know what? The point is that this wouldn't be the first time that Apple made a device that needs to be light for its use case, and they just need to make it, and they go and they make it out of these heavy...
What if it was metal?
And what if it was made of metal and glass?
Yeah.
Anyway, to be clear, none of this is confirmed, but I hope that they would think to make it out of something really light if it is intended to be worn as a pin of any sort. It seems that Apple is wanting this wearable to compete with a product that is coming from OpenAI's collaboration with Jony Ive later in 2026. However, allegedly, the Apple product is not likely to launch until 2027. Our discussion question here is, apparently Apple plans to produce around 20 million units at launch. Is that a realistic number of AI pins, given how other AI pins have catastrophically failed? And maybe the bigger conversation here is, what would you even want from an AI pin? What would be a useful AI pin to you?
I have noticed 2 separate people that I know really deep diving AI stuff recently.
Yeah.
And I don't mean getting really into like how it all works and stuff like that. I mean really just letting it take over their lives completely, including like some pretty important things just being left to like the AI autopilot as far as I can tell.
I gotta know. You don't have to name any names, but like what? Are we talking meals? Are we talking how to talk to their spouse? Like relationship?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are very important things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meals, honestly, I think for a lot of people, meals are not a deep dive for AI stuff.
Right.
It's like pretty common.
Like, okay, so...
Although it does a terrible job, and you probably shouldn't do that, in my experience.
Right, because it recommends something other than chicken, which...
That's obviously a failure.
Everyone knows is the 100% success meal.
Yeah. Yeah. My meal plan might just be actually even more chicken moving forward.
Really? Mm-hmm. You're going to eat more? How could you eat more chicken?
Less rice.
Less rice, more chicken. Okay. Yeah. Good. Sorry, I'm trying to find something, because I tried to use AI for not quite the first time, but one of the first times.
When is that video coming out?
Oh, no, not that one.
When is that video coming out?
I know that needs to come out at some point, but that's separate conversation.
Okay.
So I was in this ultimate fighting bots, like robot fight thing, and I'm trying to find the freaking UFB5
Wait,
robot. What?
Hold on.
Okay. Anyway, I was in it, and I had to look up who one of the other competitors was, because they were super cool, they were super nice, but it was one of those things where I didn't catch their name at the very beginning, and we were hanging out for long enough that it reached the point where it was going to be kind of embarrassing if I had to ask again. So my brilliant idea was I took a picture of the operator card, like little handout that they had, and I circled the person, and I used my this is a video. Good Lord. Here we go. Oh, of course it's a video. Everything's a video. Why is everything a freaking video? I just want a not video.
Says Video Make Man.
Listen, I am doing my best right now, okay? I am not perfect. I am trying. Ultimate Fighting Bots 5. Okay, I'm just trying to find the post. You know what? It doesn't matter. The point is, I held the button on my thing, I circled the person, and I said, who is this? And it was like, sorry, I can't give you results about people. And I was like, this is literally a tech influencer. This is a public figure. It's not like I'm discreetly snapping a picture of someone at the gym being like, give me her home address. It's not creepy. I just want to know, like,
you gotta use Grok for that.
Yeah, like if someone has hundreds of thousands of followers or whatever, I would think that it would just tell me, like, who is this? Like, sort of broadly speaking. And I tried it for myself too. It wouldn't even tell me who I was. Which is like, where's the line?
It feels like an existential crisis waiting to happen.
It just feels kind of useless. And so Dude,
I tried to call someone on staff while I was driving, and I did like, hey Google, call this person, and it called some like random grocery store with a somewhat similar name. It feels like the same problem as Google. You've talked about this with trying to call your wife. It feels like a similar problem to like Windows search, where it's like, if there's a close match in my contacts list, maybe go with that first instead of a random grocery store.
I tried to navigate to a community center in Surrey, and it tried to navigate to somewhere in like the States. When I tried to use my voice for Waze, I am at the point now where I want to put my fist through the freaking dash of my car every time I have to use my voice to interact with Android Auto or CarPlay. I'm so done with it. It's so much slower and so much less reliable than just being allowed to type a couple of letters and let the auto complete go and then press the thing. I don't understand the completely freaking wrong thinking that has gone into these alternative interfaces, whether it's the little like I draw on a touchpad here, or I have a knob to go through the letters here, or I draw on a screen up here, or I use my voice, which is just it's so unreliable that it causes so much more distraction than if I could just tap what is usually just 3 or 4 letters and it'll autocomplete wherever it is that I'm trying to go. Anyway, so what would we want out of an AI pin? I guess my issue is that every interaction that I
don't believe it's going to work
had with it has been so unreliable and so useless that I don't want anything. Like, okay, another perfect example, and I know that this is something that is tunable by the car manufacturer, so I don't know if this is across the board with Android Auto, but I'll be having a conversation with my kids in the car, and I'll hit my voice button on my steering wheel, and I'll be like, hey, tell me about the Battle of Waterloo. And it'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. F***ing why? I can listen to audiobooks. I can listen to the radio. I can talk to other people in the car.
The only successful things I can routinely do through voice controls is set alarms and start music playing. Even getting it to play really specific songs can sometimes be a problem, but I can just get it to like just play music, and it will generally do it.
So I'm just kind of sitting here going, I know how some of the people around here use their Meta glasses, for instance.
Fair amount.
Like stop recording video, I guess that's something, but I can't think of any reason why I would want that to be on a pin rather than my field of view.
Feels objectively faster
Like
to
point
be,
of view.
Sorry, objectively better to be your glasses because the
Yeah.
pin is effectively never going to be pointed
Or
in
stable.
the exact right spot. Yeah, there's the honestly, if it weighs almost any amount and like has a battery in it, so there's like a bit of a floor, it's going to tug down on your shirt. If you remember that AI pin that epically failed, in all of their marketing and all of their test videos and everything, they were wearing relatively heavy clothing and pinned it on that. It was like seemed pretty obvious as to why they were doing that.
And then the other main use case is that kind of just, tell me about this. How many US dollars is this? You know, and it's in some other currency or whatever, like that sort of thing, which again, I would much rather have on glasses from my point of view rather than like what I'll like hold stuff up to my pin and hope that I have it framed correctly and it has the, enough situational awareness to understand what exactly it is that I'm asking it about. I don't know.
And I understand like some people aren't going to want to wear glasses, but I don't think the answer to that problem is pinnable things.
We also have to remember that Apple has enough R&D budget to buy the earth and all the heavens, so they could conceivably R&D this entire product all the way to manufacturability and then just go, hey, that was a really great learning experience. Let's make it into our glasses.
Yes, that makes far more sense to me personally. Or they can just pull another Apple Vision Pro. What's the last?
I don't think they do want to pull another Apple Vision Pro.
I don't think anyone does. What's the last product that Apple released that was net new that went well?
I mean, we talked about this.
Was it Watch?
We started to talk about this on the show earlier, and it's been tough. Tim Cook has done a lot of things really well. Like Apple is a supply chain management monster. Like they're absolutely incredible. They have executed on the yearly cadence for iPhone with precision so good you could set your Apple Watch to it. Like they've come out with accessories for the iPhone, like the Apple Watch.
Guys, AirPods 4 is not a net new product. I'm talking new product line.
Well, AirPods, I would say, is net new.
I agree.
And hugely successful.
But was that after or before the watch?
But again, post-watch.
Yeah.
But again, it's an iPhone accessory, right? It's not a completely new category of product in the way that I think you're asking me.
Yeah.
Apple Silicon is unbelievable. Absolutely incredible.
But it's a component of
a MacBook, which was already a thing that existed. And I think honestly, AI pin just kind of feels like desperate thrashing, trying to find something new and some relevance in this AI obsessed corporate world right now. Fraser says Mac Mini. Yeah, there's a new Mac Mini, but the Mac Mini
that's not a new
existed forever, and it's just a computer.
Yeah.
When did the first Mac Mini come out?
We're essentially drilling down to
2006. No, 2005, apparently, according to AI. Yeah, wild. Wait, was there a Mac Mini? Holy crap. There was a Mac Mini before Intel. PowerPC G4 Mac Mini.
Whoa.
Support.apple.com is the source. I think I'll take their word for it. It had ATI graphics, brother. So, yeah, Mac Mini is not what would count as a new product for Apple. Apple TV. Yeah, I'll accept Apple TV.
What? It even looked like surprisingly modern.
That's pretty cool.
Like this is the back of it.
That's pretty cool.
That's crazy. Huh. Okay.
HomePod. Yeah, but we were asking for successful products. Like they've really struggled to come up with a new thing. They worked for years on that car project and then just canned it.
The watch came out 1 year before the AirPods. You're right. AirPods came out after.
AirTag's cool, but I stand behind that's an iPhone accessory. It doesn't work without an iPhone. Anything that doesn't work, I do okay, this is interesting. One of the things that I've gone off on multiple times is the way that Apple treats buyers of their products like second-class citizens if they haven't bought enough of their products. And I do start to wonder if that's something that culturally at Apple could be holding them back. If they're afraid to make something that isn't an iPhone accessory, because AirPods don't have to be an iPhone accessory. They could have all the same functionality.
They could.
On Android or on a PC. They could, but they decide that they don't. They decide that you can't even so much as update your firmware unless you have an Apple device to connect it to. And so I'm thinking, AirPods. How many more AirPods could they have sold if they were cross-platform and you could just use them with anything?
I don't think that much more, which might be an unfortunate answer. But
maybe.
A lot of people that I know that have Androids just also have AirPods and just deal with them being crap.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I've heard of LibrePods, super cool project. I haven't actually started using it correctly, but yeah, that whole mentality that they have that you're not really an Apple user. You're not really like a customer that we need to take care of and provide basic functionality that we advertise for the product or the ability to keep its software or firmware up to date. Unless you've bought more of our products, you have to buy more of our products. You really should have an iPhone. The fact that you don't have an iPhone, why would you need to be able to? Man, what was it? I was trying to like cancel a subscription on my Apple TV.
I remember that.
And it was like a super, super tedious roundabout process if I didn't have an iPhone for some reason or another. I forget the exact details around it. I don't know. I don't think AI pin is the answer. And it really does seem like they're just at sort of a loss. They've become kind of a follower. Like Vision Pro has been such a disaster. And I think I can say that objectively at this point. When's the last time you saw somebody using one? This is an Apple product. Like if it doesn't move millions and millions of units, it was not worth them lifting a finger to develop it. Apple Mac Pro wheels. Those were new. You're right, but I don't think those are going to go down as a major success.
Yeah, I do think glasses would kill.
Yeah, assuming they're good.
If they had good smart glasses, they would destroy.
I mean, it's not like anyone that I know of loves Meta.
Yeah.
I don't think that Facebook /Meta /Oculus whatever you want to sort of call what they're doing with their augmented reality stuff. I don't think anyone is rooting for them to win.
No.
It's just they happen to have a product that is admittedly quite appealing. Like the video quality out of those glasses is mind-blowing to me for how compact it is. Like super cool. Personally, I haven't found myself craving them, and I am starting to wonder if I'm just becoming a bit of a boomer. Because I actually saw there was a post on the Reddit asking, Linus, where the heck's your Garmin smartwatch video? And part of the reason that I haven't done the short circuit yet, it's going to be a short circuit, is that I just haven't interacted with it very much. I don't really care about it. It got my attention today because I accidentally left my phone in my office and I ran to the washroom to pick all of the mucho burrito out of my braces after lunch because that's part of my life now.
It's a fun experience.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice. There's a whole second meal in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so someone called me on Teams and I was like, oh shoot. So my wrist starts vibrating and I realized I was like, I can't actually interact with this because they're calling on Teams and all I can do is decline the call. I can't send a message. I can't accept the call. Okay, so I'll just run back to my desk then. So functionally, it didn't do much. It didn't really change my life. I use it to set timers when I do badminton training on Monday nights.
I feel like everything
Jonathan
for you and
Kwon.
me is like that whatever that TV show is, where there's a little robot and it's like, what is my purpose? And for us, it's always just like, you set timers. It's like all the AI systems just suck at everything else. So we're just like, whatever, you set timers now. Rick and Morty, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, yeah. You pass butter. Yeah, I just, and the glasses. I feel like it would be the same for me. There was one time, we're starting a family vlog. So there you go. There's that.
Neat.
So there was one time we were playing volleyball on the beach, and I realized afterward, man, I brought Meta glasses with me on this trip so that I could like try them. This would have been a perfect use case for it. So like vlogging or something like that. Yeah, I could see having a camera mounted to your head all the time being super useful.
I haven't seen a lot of maybe this is my sphere of content, but I haven't seen a lot of like video filmed with Meta glasses content.
Maybe you didn't realize.
I don't think so.
Okay. It's really good though. Like shockingly good. I was really surprised by how good the quality was when I used it.
I just actually don't really think so though. Have you guys, is there big creators doing this? Have you guys seen anybody?
Yeah, let us know. I mean, everyone's talking about adult content in chat because classic degenerate
that
chat.
Makes sense. Sure.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't, but then I also wonder if that's more on like the short form content realm, which I generally try to stay away from.
I haven't seen it either. Shorts creators. Yeah.
No, DNA, I'm not like seeking out videos from people who have them, to be clear. I just haven't actually like seen a lot. So if it's mostly just shorts creators, that makes sense because I kind of avoid that. Yeah.